What's up, everybody? It's your boy NornRad89 here, bringing you another video. For today's video, we're going to be talking about the awesome slasher that is Thanksgiving. Yes, it is Thanksgiving week. We have the holiday approaching. It's upon us, and today we're going to talk about the perfect slasher film for this holiday season. So let's do this. Roll it. Thanksgiving is the perfect slasher, I think, for this time and this season. I mean, come on, like this one is when I think of holiday horror films, it does exactly what I want from holiday horror films, is it's dripping with the atmosphere of the holiday. Like I said, I want to be able to watch your Christmas holiday horror film or your Halloween horror film or your Thanksgiving horror film any time of the year, and it should feel like that season, and that's what Thanksgiving does. And I think Eli Roth at the helm in the director chair, fantastic. This is easy one of his best films. If somebody was to say this was his best film, I'm not really going to argue them because it's high up there. I think Eli Roth did a fantastic job with this film in terms of creating John Carver. The look and design of the slasher, I think, is iconic, definitely sticks out, and the kills on here are fabulous and over the top in the best way, where they just have everything to do with the season. Like I'm talking about, like the kill where he bakes the lady in literally like a giant oven. I mean, come on, and serves her up like a turkey. It's just chef's kiss. The thing about this film I love is I think this film does go back to kind of like that 90s, late 90s era of, Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer, stuff like that, or Urban Legend, where we just have these teen characters in here. I mean, there's other adult characters and stuff like that, but there's teen characters in here, and the teen cast is people that are a little bit paper thin. Like if I was to say that was my main negative, it's probably the cast. They're like really paper thin, but I don't really need to care about characters that much in a slasher. It goes a long way. It definitely helps out, and it'll make you more emotionally connected, but that's not really what I'm looking for when I go to this film. This film's more about just bonkers slashing entertainment, and I don't mind if my characters are more stereotypical and I don't like them and then they get killed off. That's fine for me, and especially, like I said, when it's themed around Thanksgiving, this is the perfect season, and I will be watching this on Thanksgiving. I work that night before, like 10 to 8, so when I get off 8 in the morning and we're going to be doing our bird and doing all the Thanksgiving dinner prep stuff, this will be on the TV and I will be watching this film. So like I said, this is perfect for this holiday season because I think Eli Roth, what he did was took a holiday that's not popular with doing a lot of films. There is Thanksgiving, there's Blood Rage, Thanksgiving 2 and 3. So there are films that take place on Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving vibe type horror films, but this is clear cut, I think, the champion, the king, the one that is going to be on the mountaintop for a very long time. We also have to discuss with the fact that this started out as just a commercial during a Grindhouse double feature. I mean, when Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino teamed up to do Death Proof and Planet Terror as a Grindhouse feature and release them in theaters together right back to back, like as a one event night type thing, you can see both movies. This was one of the trailers that was on there as a Grindhouse trailer, so it was cool that Eli Roth took an idea that he had years and years ago and finally lived it to fruition, and we are going to be getting a sequel to this film, which is very exciting. Recently, we did have Eli Roth. I believe he was on Chris Jericho's podcast, Let's Talk Jericho, I believe, or Talk to Jericho. He was on that podcast where he described that they are almost done with the script and he wants to be filming by spring next year. So hopefully towards Thanksgiving time next year, we should be seeing the sequel for this film, which I'm really excited because I think this film is one of those films that you could have a great franchise with. I hope they don't drive it into the ground too much, but I really do hope that the sequel lands. And you all know me, Norman Radina, I'm a sequel whore. I love my sequels. I'm always going to champion them because I want to see what creative stuff they keep doing with, or even just bringing the characters back. Like I heard that this one, they're going to try to bring a lot of the living remaining cast members back. And like I said, John Carver is such an iconic design of a character that he's going to stick around. And I also like the fact that Patrick Dempsey, like spoiler alert, Patrick Dempsey, when we get to the third act, he's so ham. He is the perfect actor to deliver the monologues in that third act, and just his performance. He's kind of what I wanted from the reveal in Scream 6, where a lot of people, they loved the Scream 6 reveal and how that was and what the killer reveal was. I liked Patrick Dempsey's better, like the way it was portrayed and the way he acted it in this film. That was kind of the feeling I wanted from Scream 6. But I think, like I said, Patrick Dempsey, he was that perfect actor to take that role and that dialogue and really live it up in that third act. And I think that's one of the best parts of the movie for sure. So yes, with the holiday approaching, like I said, I hope you all have an awesome Thanksgiving. What are your plans too? Do you have big plans? We are hosting this year. So like I said, I'll be cooking once I get off. We'll be cooking, doing some prep, you know what I mean? Getting everything kind of ready and getting my bird in the oven. Probably watching Thanksgiving. You know, I might sleep a little bit and then get up for dinner and stuff like that. So that's kind of my plans for that day. And then I got to go back to work that night. But what are your plans for Thanksgiving? I hope you all have an awesome one as well. And please shout out down below, what are your feelings on this film? Do you like Eli Roth's Thanksgiving movie? Was this a banger for you? And are you excited for the sequel to this film? I would love to hear what you all have to say. But please like, share, subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. That definitely helps out the channel. But most importantly, I want you all to have a safe and happy day. Peace out.